the new man builds a new world. We overcome the main evil of our time, selfishness. Only an immortal man can act completely selflessly, because he does not have to fear for his existence. We replace egotism by cooperation and service to the common good. Communities of immortals create a higher culture in which there will be no need, greed, violence, poverty, or unemployment. For the details of how we can transform into immortals and construct a new world, please refer to our series Experiment Immortality. Let me now give you a brief summary of the basic teachings of Agni Yoga. We shall discuss the details in the following broadcastings. Reincarnation. The immortal soul, our true spiritual individuality, leads an eternal life. It walks on an infinite path through a great variety of material and non-material worlds, planets, times, cultures, and levels of existence. The most natural concept is that it returns to Earth as long as it has something to learn here. Without recognizing the continuation of the life of the spiritual part of our being after the death of the body, there is no meaningful existence. Next, karma. The free will distinguishes us from the animals. It is a great achievement. However, it requires necessarily responsibility. Freedom without responsibility would be a cosmic monstrosity. Karma works like the physical law of cause and effect. If we do good today, we improve our own destiny in the future. Everything wrong we do, we shall have to make good later. Evolution. This is the basis of our existence. Our eternal individuality was a stone millions of years ago. It then developed into a plant, and from there into an animal, until it reached the stage of man. It will continue to evolve during its infinite existence to a Mahatma and to further higher levels. There are no limits to the growth of our soul. Our higher spiritual self is endowed with a gigantic potential for the eons of evolution to come, which only calls for being unfolded. From the law of evolution follows the principle of the hierarchy of souls. Man stands above animals, animals above plants, and plants above stones. Because the divine spirit dwelling within all of them is expressed more perfectly on each further step. The hierarchy of souls knows much higher steps than man. Evolution has produced elsewhere in the universe far higher creatures and worlds. The real existence of these higher beings is the scientific basis of each religion. Nature makes no leaps. The different levels develop quite naturally from their predecessors. Therefore, man is not separated from the levels above him. The real connection of at least some well-developed human beings with creatures of a higher degree of evolution is another scientific basis for every religion. The higher world. Nowhere are the conditions in the spiritual world from where the soul comes and into which it returns after the death of the body described more accurately and vividly than in Agni Yoga. The meaning of life. Nothing of what the soul accumulates in good and bad properties during its life on earth is ever lost. We take all that with us on our further eternal path. This allows us to grow infinitely. The path of the soul, or the meaning of life, is the unlimited amelioration of these accumulations. The continuous ascent on the ladder of hierarchy in order to reach ever higher levels of human development and to exploit our immense potential. Like the children, you sense within you the natural desire to grow, to become greater. The next level is that of a great soul, a Mahatma. The great teachers of mankind, Jesus, Buddha, and Mohammed, and many saints and spiritual heroes have already reached that level. They show little souls like us the way. Man is on the path to God. Finally, joy. The earthly life, and especially difficult conditions, offers countless possibilities to the soul to make progress on the spiritual path of the ascent to God. Therefore, the new man rejoices at every single hour, regardless of what the circumstances look like. Joy is a special wisdom. Finally, a very important point. We do not wish to found another sect. On the contrary, Agni Yoga advocates the unification of all religions. The great teachings of all faiths all originate from one and the same source. They differ slightly because only that could be revealed what a certain people of a certain time, at a certain place, with a certain cultural background, was able to understand. Contrary to the belief of the fanatics, religious knowledge too is progressing. About 4,000 years ago, Moses could impart the very simplest commandments only. Jesus' teaching to love your neighbor 2,000 years ago went a big step further. Today, the time is ripe for an even greater disclosure of the one eternal truth. Agni Yoga is the synthesis and contemporary continuation of all previous religions. But even with Agni Yoga, no end is reached. If humanity over the next 2000 years understands and implements in daily life what has been transmitted, then another, even higher revelation will follow. In a video, we can only briefly summarize a topic. Therefore, we recommend for in-depth reading the booklet's Introduction to Agni Yoga. For this broadcasting, Booklet 1, The Immortal Man. These booklets contain the most important quotations from the books of Agni Yoga regarding all the central themes of this teaching. You can read them online at lebendige-ethik-schule.de/hefte.htm